Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Jenny. Today we're going to do three things. First, we're going to talk about comparing different objects. Then we're going to read a story. And last, I'm going to teach you a game called What's in the Bag. Okay, so let's talk about comparing. Comparing. Let's look at these three balls. This one is small. This one is medium. And this one is large or big. So I can compare the sizes, small, medium, and large. You might even see sizes inside of your clothes on the back tag. Another thing we could compare is how things feel. If I wanted to take a nap, well, I could lay on a roll of toilet paper. It's too soft. I could lay on this mailbox, but it's too hard. Or maybe I could lay on a pillow. Oh, just right. Today we're going to read a story where a little girl does just that. She is going to go exploring and she's going to find what feels the best. You may have read this story before. It's called Goldilocks and the Three Bears. This story was illustrated by Gavin Scott. So he drew or painted these very cool pictures. Let's begin. Once upon a time, Goldilocks was playing in the woods near her home. As she skipped along the pebbly path, her golden locks bouncing, Goldilocks suddenly stopped and sniffed the air. A yummy smell was coming from the middle of the woods. Rumble, rumble. As her tummy grumbled loudly, Goldilocks followed the delicious smell. She soon found herself in front of a little house. "I wonder who lives here," she said. Goldilocks knocked loudly on the front door. But on the last knock, the door swung open. There was no one at home. Goldilocks saw 3 bowls of porridge on the kitchen table. "I'm sure no one will mind if I have a little taste of this porridge," she told herself. Goldilocks ate a spoonful of porridge from the biggest bowl. "Yuck," she cried. "This porridge is much too cold." Goldilocks tried the medium-sized bowl. "Ouch," she gasped. "This porridge is much too hot." Finally, Goldilocks took a little mouthful from the smallest bowl. She sighed. "This porridge is perfect." And she ate it all up. Then Goldilocks went into the living room for a rest. She saw a big chair, a medium-sized chair, and a tiny little chair. Goldilocks climbed onto the biggest chair. "This chair is too big," she said. Next, Goldilocks clambered onto the medium-sized chair. The cushions were very squishy. "This chair is too soft," she cried. Then Goldilocks tried the tiny chair. "This chair is perfect," beamed Goldilocks. She was just getting comfortable when, crack, the chair broke into pieces. "Oh no," Goldilocks gasped. "Perhaps I should lie down instead." Upstairs, Goldilocks found a big bed, a medium-sized bed, and a tiny little bed. When she jumped onto the big bed, it was too hard. The medium-sized bed was too soft for bouncing, and the little bed was perfect. Goldilocks sighed happily, and the little girl crawled under the covers and fell fast asleep. Meanwhile, 3 hungry bears returned to the little house. They had been for a walk while their hot porridge cooled down. But the door was already open, and there were muddy footprints in the hall. "Someone's been eating my porridge," roared Daddy Bear. "Someone's been eating my porridge, too," growled Mommy Bear. "Look," squeaked Baby Bear, "my porridge has all gone." The 3 bears went into the living room. "Someone's been sitting in my chair," roared Daddy Bear. "Someone's been sitting in my chair, too," growled Mommy Bear. "Someone's been sitting in my chair," squeaked Baby Bear, "and they've broken it." Suddenly, the 3 bears heard a noise coming from upstairs. Someone's been sleeping in my bed, roared Daddy Bear as he stepped into the bedroom. Someone's been sleeping in my bed too, growled Mommy Bear, straightening the cover. Someone's been sleeping in my bed, squeaked Baby Bear, and she's still there. Goldilocks woke up with a start and screamed. The three bears watched in surprise as she ran off through the forest as fast as her little legs would carry her. And guess what? The three bears never saw Goldilocks again. The end. That is a silly story. I would never go into somebody else's house. I hope you wouldn't either. All right, so I told you, first we were going to talk about comparing, then we read a story, and that story had lots of comparing in it. They talked about temperature, high and cold and just right. They talked about size, big and medium and small, and they talked about how things felt, whether it was too hard or too soft or just right. It's really great when you can talk about the different ways that things feel or things look. So this game is called What's in the Bag? This is our third activity. And this is a great way to get your kiddos talking. So I just grabbed some toys. Let's see, I grabbed a cool car, make some noise. I grabbed a ball. I grabbed some grapes. And I grabbed Donald Duck. So the way you would play this game is you might just have lots of toys sitting out, and you, the parent, would hide one of the toys in the bag. I'm not going to do that one because you saw me. Okay, so I would put a toy in the bag, and I would say, what's in the bag? But you can't look. You have to feel it, and you have to describe it. They might say, this one feels bumpy. It's kind of small. It fits in my hand. It's a little bit squishy. I think it's the grapes. And maybe they would say for the next one, oh, this one's loud. It rattles. And it has some holes in it. And something's spinning. It's the car. And maybe the next one, I think you saw that. This one's bigger. It's also a little bit squishy. It has some things sticking off of it on the top and on the bottom. I think it's Donald Duck. Well, look at that. It sure is. So you could play this with anything. You could put your toys. You could go outside, go exploring, put a leaf, some grass. Anything that'll get your kids talking and describing things is such a great activity. All right, well, I had such a fun time, and I hope you did too. And I will see you soon for another story and another activity. Have a great day.